let's work. Come on, let's work.
All right, so for those of you who are new to Periscope or just new to my channel, I am Koereyelle. I am the founder of the Single Wives Club, which is an education and empowerment organization that inspires single ladies to become better women before becoming wives. Basically, we are wife-minded women. Women who know that we are more than a boo, more than a bae, more than a friend with benefits. We refuse to settle for anything less than we deserve. So we are setting standards, maintaining those standards, and holding out for the marriage-minded men that we know that we deserve. So that's the Single Wives Club. If you want to learn more, you can log on to thesinglewivesclub.com, or you can send a text message that says single wife to 313131. Single wife 313131. That's how you can get on the list. Visit our blog. We have a ton of great resources for single ladies. So in addition to the Single Wives Club, I am also the creator of Ready to Work, not twerk. We ain't twerking, we working. Ready to Work, WERK.com, which is a branding boutique for entrepreneurs. So basically, I spend a lot of my time coaching, consulting, and teaching classes for entrepreneurs who want to increase their income and refresh their brand. So I do brand brainstorming sessions where I speak one-on-one with different entrepreneurs to help them, somebody requested a dab, to help them come up with new ideas, come up with new products and programs and all of that stuff for their businesses. So that's one thing that I do. I also teach classes. So I have 2 education degrees. Like, I've wanted to be a teacher my entire life. That's what I always wanted to do. And so since I love education, since I love learning, I decided to still use my background in curriculum and teaching and all that stuff. And so now, instead of teaching elementary school, I teach entrepreneurs. And so all of my classes, I have some guides, all of that is available for download at readytowork.com, WERK. I am also the author. I know y'all are like, man, this is a long introduction, but just sit tight. We're going to get into the good stuff in just a second. I am also the author, soon to be best-selling author of Work 101, Get Your Life Together Guide. This book is full of health, wealth, and lifestyle lessons for modern day women. So whether you are young, old, an employee, or an entrepreneur, whatever it is, whoever you are, wherever you are, whatever you're going through, I am guaranteeing that you are going to learn something from this book. So when you get it and you love it, make sure you leave a review. Make sure you get a copy for your friend. Like, you are not going to be disappointed. I promise you. So work101.com is where you can get a copy of this. And yes, I am going on tour next month. Super excited about it. I will be hitting 7 cities on my own. I've been booked for 3 other cities for other people's events. So you are definitely going to be able to connect with me in real life, like face to face, in person. It's one thing to talk here on Periscope. It's another thing to, follow each other on Instagram. But real life, getting up close and personal is definitely valuable. It's priceless. And so I am coming to a city near you. Who published the book? LB published the book. LaKiaBrandenburg.com. That's who published my book, Perfectly Imperfect Publishing. So if you want to get the book, work101.com. But that is not what we are here to talk about today. Today we are here. It's Money Making Monday. And so, as you know, each and every Monday, I spend quite a bit of time coming up with income increasing ideas. So ways that I can refresh my brand, ways that I can keep people thinking, ways that I can make more money. What I realized is that what you focus on is what you find. So if you spend your time focusing on ways to make money, then guess what? Eventually you're going to make more money. And so one of the ways that I make a lot of my money, and you probably make a lot of your money if you already have a business, is through e-commerce. So I told you a little bit about my business, readytowork.com. One thing we do at Ready to Work is we offer a $25 class every single week. A special class I put on sale every week. And this week's special class is all about e-commerce. So eCommerce 101 teaches you how to start your own shop. And I have to tell you, there is no better feeling than waking up after a great night's sleep and finding out that you had website orders. Like, making money in your sleep is a new way of living. I am here to tell you, if you are a 9 to 5, paycheck to paycheck, one stream of income type of person, then e-commerce will definitely open you up to new streams of income. It will help you find creative ways to do the things that you love to do, getting paid to do the things that you love to do while you're not even doing them. This is how crazy e-commerce is. So I recorded probably 15 classes last year. Everything from creating a website, starting a dream team. I mean, I created all of these classes last year. I did the work last year, right? This year, I am able to still sell all of those materials. Any class that you see at readytowork.com, I probably recorded it last year. And so I did the work one time, put it on there, and now I can get paid for it for the rest of my life, until I take the website down. And so that is what e-commerce allows you to do. It allows you to get paid multiple times for doing the work one time. So whether that's a handmade product that you just have to make and put it online, or whether it's something that you can download that you don't even have to send out, e-commerce allows you to be flexible with your income, and it affords you the freedom that you really, truly want. So we know, being rich is great, having money is great, but freedom is what it's all about. Like, freedom is my true definition of success. My goal is to be able to work my businesses from the beach. Like, no matter where I am, my businesses are still rolling. I'm still making money. Things are still going on no matter where I am. And so e-commerce is one of those things that helps you do just that. And so tonight I want to talk about 3 ways to get paid. So if you are an entrepreneur and you already have a shop, or you're thinking about starting a shop, if you have a business idea but you don't have any products yet, then these 3 ways to get paid will really help you when you start making some sales online, or when you want to start making some sales online. So the first one, I'm sure all of you have heard of this one. You've probably used it before, maybe not as an entrepreneur, but definitely as a consumer, and that is PayPal. PayPal is probably the most common way to get paid online. Whoever came up with the PayPal concept, they got that check, okay? Everybody is using PayPal. Every online shopping cart system has PayPal as an option. So the great thing about PayPal is that when people see it on your website, they're not going to be scared to use it because they've seen it before. Sometimes when people are shopping with you for the very first time, they're a little, they're weary. They don't really know you. They don't know if you're going to deliver the product. They don't know. A lot of people are out here scamming. And so PayPal allows you to collect people's money without them feeling like you might run off with it, without them feeling like, they might not get what they are paying for. So PayPal is really good because it's very common. Everybody knows how to use it. A lot of people have PayPal accounts. And PayPal also has an option. It's called PayPal Standard, I believe. There's PayPal Standard and there's PayPal Express. One of the options allows you to pay without having a PayPal account. So you can pay with your credit card. You don't have to use your PayPal account. You can still pay through PayPal, but they'll charge your credit card instead of you paying through your PayPal account, if that makes any sense. So that's a great thing about PayPal. It's easy. Everybody knows how to use it. The other great thing about PayPal is that it allows you to create payment buttons, PayPal buttons. So if you have a PayPal business account, which is free to have a PayPal business account, you just have to fill out a few more pieces of information. It takes a little bit longer, but it doesn't cost anything to have a business account. But the great thing about the business account is not only will it allow you to send invoices and collect payments, you can also create payment buttons. So you can use those buttons on your blog. If you blog about one of your products, you can add in a PayPal button and link it. People can pay for products right out of your blog post, right wherever you want them to pay for something from. You can create a PayPal button and add it to your site. Really easy. So PayPal is easy to use. It's very well known. Everybody's comfortable with it. The only thing about PayPal, and this is something that you don't really learn until you've had a lot of trial and error. But the one thing that's bad about PayPal is that if you use PayPal as an entrepreneur, so as a business owner, if you use PayPal and somebody purchases something from you, and let's say you this shirt. Let's say one of you decide that you're going to log on to thingsforqueens.com and buy one of these shirts, right? 2 weeks from now, you wear the shirt, it's all stretched out, like you spilled something on it, you don't like it anymore. You can literally go into PayPal and dispute the transaction. And I, as an entrepreneur, as the business owner, I have to prove to PayPal that I really, supplied the shirt, that it wasn't damaged already. PayPal is not set up to work on the side of entrepreneurs, business owners, when it comes to PayPal disputes. So if you are a business owner that is using PayPal, you want to make sure you are very, very conscious of that. You want to get proof for every purchase. You want to keep email communications. If somebody has a problem with something, people can literally dispute any purchase that they make on your website. And a lot of the time, PayPal will go with the consumer. So you definitely want to be mindful of that. The other thing with PayPal is they have fees. Now, of course, any payment service is going to assess some fees. But the great thing that PayPal offers is the friends and family option. So if you go to send money to somebody or send payment to someone, instead of you having to get an invoice or send an invoice, you can send it by selecting the friends and family option, and then they won't charge you a fee. So if you are an entrepreneur and you still want to use PayPal to collect payments, but you don't want to pay the fee, here is a trick. Are you ready? Somebody type in yes if you're ready, because y'all are not talkative enough. Give me a yes. All right, y'all are still here. Okay, so here's the trick. In order to get paid on PayPal without getting charged the fee, you create an invoice that's like a PDF. Create an invoice and send your customer the invoice. At the bottom of the invoice, you're going to write, please remit payment via PayPal, and then put your PayPal email address. Please remit payment via PayPal, and then put your email address. This way, when they send you the money via PayPal, family and friends option, they won't get charged a fee, and you won't get charged a fee for collecting that money. Now, especially if you have high ticket items on your site. So if you are, or even if it's not on your site, if you're like a service provider, like let's say you are a graphic designer and you want to collect $500 from someone. Well, if they send you $500, the business services route, or if you invoice them through PayPal for $500, when you collect that $500, it's not going to be $500. It's going to be $400 and some change, because they're going to take a fee out of it. So if you have high ticket items, the best option is to send an invoice and have them send you the payment via family and friend. That way, everybody wins. Nobody has to pay that outrageous fee. So that's a little trick. I had to learn that the hard way. Take note. Number 2, the second way to get paid is Stripe. STRIPE. If you use Big Cartel, if you use Shopify, then you have probably heard of Stripe. But Stripe is a super easy, super simple. They have low charges, low fees, and it's a great way for you to get paid online aside from PayPal. So some people hate PayPal. A lot of people like it, but there are some people who just hate using PayPal. So for those people, Stripe is another great option. Now, I use Stripe on my Shopify site, and I use Stripe on my Big Cartel site. And they are just another great secondary option for people who don't want to use PayPal. So Stripe is a great option. You can't do as much with Stripe as you can with PayPal. I haven't done a whole lot with it other than collect a few coins, so I don't know as much about it as I do PayPal, but I use PayPal the majority of the time because, again, it's easy, simple to use. And then our third and final payment option, which is a less professional option. This is a less professional option. I am going on the record for saying that, but it's an option nonetheless, and I want to share it with you anyway. So the third option is called the Cash App. Cash, C-A-S-H, the Cash App. The Cash App is super easy to use, super simple to set up. All you have to do is create an account, figure out how to, add your bank account information, and then you can literally send money and request money through the Cash App. It goes straight to your bank account. They don't charge you a fee. I don't really know how they're making any money off of it because it's totally free to use, which is great, for us. But Cash App is another option. So if you have a service that you provide, like you are a hairstylist or a wardrobe stylist or a graphic designer or a website designer, then Cash App is the way to go. You all sometimes don't even have to incorporate your business. Like, you are not at the corporation level where you can't get away with using Cash App. So if you are an entrepreneur, definitely look into the Cash App. Super simple to use. And yes, Square is a good option as well. I used to use Square more before PayPal came out with the PayPal Here option. So now PayPal has like a card reader, a swiper that you can add to your phone. So I used to use Square for their card reader, but now that PayPal has it, I just use PayPal's PayPal Here. That's what the service is called, PayPal Here. It's a separate app. It's not the standard PayPal app, but PayPal Here allows you to collect payments in person. So I use it for that. So to just kind of keep my accounts together, I do most of the things through PayPal. PayPal is also excellent for bookkeeping purposes. When I did my business taxes last year, I literally printed off a report from PayPal, handed it over to my tax lady, and that was it. That's all I had to do. That's how easy PayPal makes your life as an entrepreneur. So 3 ways to get paid. Number 1, PayPal. Number 2, Stripe. And number 3, the Cash App. This week, it is all about e-commerce. My goal is to help you learn how to get paid while you are sleeping. Make money in your sleep. You can do that through e-commerce, through a shopping cart site. That's how you make money while you're sleeping, making money without doing work. Okay, so I have a few free resources. Did you hear that? A few free resources for you all. So get your pen and paper ready. So here are some free downloads that I have for you. If you are a single woman and you want to learn how to prepare for the man you've been praying for, then log on to ineedmorelove.com. I wrote a free, that's a typo. I wrote a free ebook, and it's totally free for you to download. ineedmorelove.com. Grab it, send me your review. I can't wait to hear what you think about it. The next freebie I have for you is my Create Your Dream Team free audio class. It's an audio lesson that's going to teach you how to find the people, the team behind your dream. So you can log on to createdreamteam.com. You can take a screenshot of this if you can't write it down right now. Just take a screenshot so you can come back to it later. And then another one for my single ladies, if you want to get rid of the baggage, find out how to overcome the people who broke your heart, losethelosers.com is another free audio lesson. And then if you are looking for the e-commerce class that I just told you about, eCommerce 101, it is my $25 special of the week. So you can log on to readytowork.com and download it. eCommerce 101, start your own shop. It's only $20. And then, $25, I'm sorry. And then the last thing I have to tell you about is not free, but you can get a copy of my book, Work 101 Together Guide. You can get it online at work101.com. That's all I have for you today on this beautiful Money Making Monday. Get out there and come up with some ways to increase your income, because you should never be dependent on one stream. The average millionaire has at least 7 streams of income. Step yours up. See you next week.